children, Sairam, welcome to EVS class. I hope you all have practiced the words. Yes, the new words which we have done in our previous session. So, today again we are going to revise this new words one time and then we'll start with the chapter. Okay, so let's begin with the new words. First word is lunch. L-U-N-C-H. Lunch. Second word, study. S-T-U-D-Y. Study. Next word, evening. E-V-E-N-I-N-G. Evening. Next word, breakfast. B-R-E-A-K-F-A-S-T. Breakfast. Next word, midday. M-I-D-D-A-Y. Midday. Next word, afternoon. A-F-T-E-R-N-O-O-N. Afternoon. Next word, midnight. M-I-D-N-I-G-H-T. Midnight. Next word, minutes. M-I-N-U-T-E-S. Minutes. Next word, seconds. S-E-C-O-N-D-S. Seconds. Next word, hour. H-O-U-R. Hour. Next word, dawn. D-A-W-N. Dawn. Next word, dusk. D-U-S-K. Dusk. Next word, hanging. H-A-N-G-I-N-G. Hanging. Now kids, these were the few words which we have practiced in an earlier session also. Okay, I hope you will try to practice this one more time. So now let's begin with the lesson. Let's start. Now just tell me, when you all wake up in the morning, okay, then when you all do your studies, when you have your lunch, and at night when you go to bed, some time must be there. Yes or no? You must be thinking, what is it? What exactly teacher wants to tell us? Now see, suppose teacher is asking you when you get up in the morning. So you will just tell me the time, that I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning. So when teacher is asking you, when do you have your lunch? So you will say by 12 or 12:30 I have my lunch. So for all the things you all must be having a particular time. But from where you see all these times? Yes, something is there which is hanged on your wall. In your bedroom, hall, kitchen. Yes or no? Yes, it is known as a clock. It is known as a clock. Can you see the pictures? In the pictures there are clock hanging on the wall. So according to the clock, we have divided our day. We have divided all the workloads of our day. Yes or no? We have divided all the activities of our day according to the clock timing. Yes? So today we are going to see one more new chapter, and the name of that chapter is time. Yes, time is very precious. Yes or no? So we should work on time. Okay, now let's begin. Now a clock or a watch tells us the time. You can say a clock or you can say a watch. Both works. What is the work of both of this? They show us time. A day begins in the morning when the sun rises. We get up in the morning, have breakfast and go to school. 12 o'clock in the day is called midday or noon. It is the middle of the day. Now kids, now our day begins when the sun rises. Yes or no? When the sun rises in the morning, our day starts. So what is our first work? When we wake up in the morning, we take a bath. After taking bath, what we do? We have a breakfast. By getting ready, we have a breakfast and then you go for tuitions or you go for your school. Yes or no? So this is our morning routine. Yes. this time in the morning time, our work is being scheduled according to this. Yes or no? First taking bath, then having breakfast, then going to school. Yes. Then 12 o'clock in the daytime, when in the suppose in the morning, in the daytime, if the clock is showing 12 o'clock, that means it is known as a midday. What it is known as? The midday. Okay, or noon. It is the middle of the day. The timing shows that now the half day has been over. It is the middle of the day. Okay. Now, when the sun sets, it is called evening. See, when the sun rises, it is known as morning. And when the sun sets, it is known as the evening. Between morning and evening is afternoon. Yes or no? Between morning and evening, there is one time which is known as afternoon. Okay? After sunset, it becomes dark and evening turns to night. We sleep at night. Yes or no, kids? When we sleep at night. See, first when the sun rises, it is morning. So, when the midday comes, okay, after midday, afternoon, yes, and then evening, and when the sun sets, full darken is there. Yes or no? So, it is known as night. Now, again at night, in the clock shows 12 o'clock. Yes or no? 12 o'clock. Again, the clock is showing 12 o'clock. So, it is known as midnight. What it is known as? Midnight. There are 24 hours in a day. An hour is made up of minutes and seconds. There are 60 minutes in an hour. Okay? Now, see kids. How many hours are there in a day? In one day, there are 24 hours. Okay, and hours are made up of minutes and seconds. Minutes and seconds. Okay, and each minute has how many? Each hour has how many minutes? 60 minutes. Each hour is having 60 minutes. Each hour means 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour is having how many minutes? 60 minutes. Now, one more fact, kids. Do you know? The time just before sunrise is called dawn. When the sun rising, before sunrise, suppose early morning, okay, before the sunrise, somewhere around 5:30, okay, that time is no, so not 5:30 exactly, you can say before that, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, it is known as dawn. DAWN, dawn. Okay, and when the time around the sunset, it is known as dusk. The time around sunset is known as dusk. What it is known as? Dusk. Okay. Now kids, this was a very small chapter. Now based on this, we are going to do one activity. I hope you all are ready for this. So let's begin with the activity part. So let's start. First question is fill in the blanks. Okay, now a clock or a dash tell us time. Now clock and one more. What is the other word for clock? Yes, watch. You can say clock or a watch tells us a time. See, wall hanging clock also show the time. Your wrist watch also shows the time. Yes or no? A day begins in the dash when the sun rises. When the day begins? Yes, when the sun rises, and when the sun rises, our day starts, and that sunrise timing is known as afternoon, evening or morning. Yes, it is known as a morning time. Yes or no? Now the next question. When the sun sets, it is called dash. What it is known as? When the sun sets, it is called midnight, night or evening. Yes, it is known as evening. In the evening sun sets. So, when the sun sets, it is called evening. Next question. There are dash hours in a day. How many hours are there? Correct. 24 hours. There are 24 hours in a day. Okay? Now, the next question is answer the following. Now, what is dusk? What is dusk? Yes? Think for the answer. Okay, teacher will give you the answer for this. The time around sunset is called a dusk. The time around sunset is called a dusk. What is dusk? The time around sunset is known as dusk. Next question. What is dawn? What is dawn? Let's see the answer. The time just before sunrise is called dawn. What is dawn? The time just before sunrise is called dawn. Next question. What is the difference between noon and midnight? Yes, and the answer is 12 o'clock in the day is called midday or noon, and 12 o'clock at night is called midnight. Now what is the difference here? 12 o'clock in the day is called midday or noon, and 12 o'clock at night is called midnight. Now kids, here we have seen some of the activity questions. Now what you all are going to do? You all are going to copy down this fill in the blanks and question answers in your EVS notebook. These are the notes of this chapter. So please copy down this in your EVS notebook. Okay? And please practice this fill in the blanks and question answers. Okay kids? We'll see one more new chapter in our next class. Till then, thank you.